Jessii Vee, and yes, I am currently wearing a Halloween onesie. Look at it, it's magnificent. And it came with this cute little like headband thing. My dad actually saw this while he was shopping and he was like,
Jess, do you want a Halloween onesie?
And I was like, yeah. It's actually super comfortable. I might wear this for the rest of the year. So, as you can tell by the title of today's video, this is going to be a Littlest Pet Shop video, the dark side of it, and it's also mixed with strawberry shortcake. So the first half is Littlest Pet Shop, the second half is strawberry shortcake, and yes, these were originally member-only videos. Now, the member-only was a trial that I was doing because it is a very new thing, but I had to unfortunately stop it because of technical reasons on my channel. That's really, it takes forever to get into, but I was advised to stop because it was ruining my channel's analytics. So I made sure to keep these member only for a few months as promised. And now that I'm not doing them anymore, I thought that I would bring them to my main channel for anybody that was unable to see them. So this is me doing like an intro video, but these videos were filmed like 3 or 4 months ago. By the way, another reminder, Halloween is almost here. So if you would like a Halloween mystery box, I have linked it down below. There's also so many other really cool things up on our website if you guys are interested. Everything's linked down below. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Littlest Pet Shop video and strawberry shortcake video. Here you go. Alright, so as promised, today I'm going to be talking about the Littlest Pet Shop. Honestly guys, you have all been requesting me to make a video on this topic for probably 4 years now. So we're gonna get into what exactly Littlest Pet Shops are. But I'm sure you guys already know because everyone had those as kids. Littlest Pet Shop is a toy franchise owned by Hasbro. It consists of collectible pet figurines identifiable by their large eyes and bobbleheads. To date, Hasbro has released over 3,000 figurine variants. It was invented and originally owned by Kenner Toys, and the toy line is still popular today and has sold millions of sets across the world. Now, what's interesting is that not a lot of people knew that it was first a cartoon back in the 1990s. It was an animated television series based on the toy franchise. The series debuted on October 16th, 1995 in the United States, and it follows the lives of 5 miniature animals who live in a pet shop on Littlest Lane and have their own treehouse inside of the store. Now, after this show became popular, that is when the toys really started to take off. And in 2004, they redesigned them to be a little bit more modern looking and more fun. And then every few years after that, they were constantly changing them in just small ways. I think they even came out with a new show in 2012, and I'm not sure if that's still airing, but they're constantly trying to add these new things to keep them just really relevant. Now, just like I do for all of my nostalgia videos, I want to let you guys know which of these toys are the rarest. So if you have one of these lying around in your house, they are worth hundreds of dollars now. It's insane. So you can either sell it or like keep it so you know that you have the most rare ones. So first we have Sabrina, then we have Wolfie, and then we have Morty. So these 3 are apparently the rarest. So if you have those, that's pretty cool. I remember my sister and I used to collect all of the Littlest Pet Shop figurines. Like, we probably had close to 80 of them, and we would use this table in my parents' basement and we would create a whole town on top of the table. And I remember my mom would always invite this little boy over and he would come to our house and would just knock everything off, and we would be so upset because it took us hours to like make this Littlest Pet Shop town. So good memories and bad memories. So the creepypasta I'm going to be telling you today is called LPS number 666. So all of the Littlest Pet Shops have a number associated with them. I think there's literally up to like 2,000 of them. It's insane. But if you go on the Wikipedia site and look up number 666, there is no pet there, there's no picture there, it's just blank. So Littlest Pet Shop number 666 is believed to be extremely cursed. The rumor is that if you own this specific figurine, your life will be ruined and cursed forever. They are said to have gray and white fur and blue eyes, and if you look very closely, you can see the red number 666 in their eyes. Now, there was this one story about this girl who went onto eBay to try and buy this figurine because people were saying it's like absolutely impossible to find. But she was actually able to find this one listing that had been up for 3 years. No one had bought it for 3 years. And it was listed at $600, which is quite a lot of money. But she had actually been saving up from her summer job at a small ice cream shop, and she decided that she really needed this number 666 in her collection. She thought that maybe someday it would be worth thousands of dollars just because of how rare it was. So she bought it, and 2 weeks later it arrived in the mail with this note that said, "Please don't send this back to me. You are the new owner and the burden rests on you now." Could you imagine getting a note like that? No, thank you. The girl didn't believe in paranormal activity or curses, so she put the toy up on her shelf with the rest of her collection. Now, later in the evening when she went back in her room to see it, all of her other Littlest Pet Shops looked like they had been drained of color. Like they were almost completely gray, like black and white, except for the number 666, who looked like it had increased in color. It actually looked so bright compared to all of her other ones. It was almost like it took their energy or something. Now this was something that she was not able to rationalize. And over the next following days, everything in her life was going wrong. It says she twisted her ankle while walking to school, her pet bird got out of her house, her father was in a bike accident, their basement flooded, so everything in her life was going wrong. So eventually she took that new figurine off of her shelf and put it up for sale on eBay. It doesn't say if anyone ever bought it or if it's still there. It does say this is a true story. I don't know if I believe that. It's definitely more of a creepypasta. But yeah, comment down below if you've ever owned this number 666. I hope you haven't because it sounds terrible. But this was really the only creepypasta that I was able to find about Littlest Pet Shop. If there are any others, definitely comment them down below and let me know if you ever used to collect these, because me and my sister used to love collecting these. Hey guys, it's Jessii Vee. As you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be talking about the lost tapes of Strawberry Shortcake. Now, I used to love Strawberry Shortcake as a kid, so doing research for this video kind of ruined it for me. But as always, we're gonna start off with the history in case you have no idea what Strawberry Shortcake is. And not the dessert, like the doll and the cartoon. The character first appeared on a Laurel Valentine's Day greeting card in 1973. At the time, the character was simply called Girl with a Daisy. It was this picture of a cute little girl. She was wearing this orange bonnet with strawberries all over it. And the art director knew that this card was super popular, and he thought that it was popular because of the strawberries. So because of this, they started creating more cards with girls wearing strawberry outfits, and eventually they came up with this character called Strawberry Shortcake. And she made her initial debut on a card holding this pink cat. And because the cards were doing so well, that's when they started to create the dolls. In 1979, toy manufacturer Kenner Products licensed the character and released the first Strawberry Shortcake doll. At the time, she sort of resembled a typical rag doll. She had freckles, she had this yarny curly hair, she obviously had her bonnet with the strawberries printed on it, and then after she came out, they came out with a bunch of other characters. The Strawberry Shortcake line of characters each had their own fruit or dessert themed name with clothing to match, and they each had like a dessert themed pet as well. And it was super interesting and different for the time because the doll's hair actually smelled like the fruit that they represented, so it was one of like the first scented dolls ever made, which was fascinating to people. And the characters were supposed to live and play in the land called Strawberry Land. From 1980 through 1985, television specials featuring Strawberry Shortcake were produced annually. They made another series in 2003 and then another one in 2009. So they're constantly revamping these shows and creating new dolls. And it's so interesting because Strawberry Shortcake now looks nothing like she did when she first came out in the 70s. Alright, so let's talk about this lost tape creepypasta. This story takes place in 1992 when a young girl goes to a library with her father to pick out a movie to watch over the weekend. She was super indecisive, so she spent 30 minutes walking around the library, going down the aisles, trying to figure out which movie she wanted. But suddenly she came across one that instantly caught her attention. Now, this VHS had absolutely no cover. It only had the words "Strawberry Shortcake Can't Sleep, written in like permanent marker. Now the father thought this was super odd, but the girl was very excited because she loved strawberry shortcake. She pretty much owned every single doll that ever came out. When they walked up to the librarian to check out the movie, the lady did a double take when she read the title and said that she had no idea that they had a strawberry shortcake movie. And she was even more confused as to why it didn't have a cover on it. So the girl brought the tape home and decided to play it before she went to bed because she always found strawberry shortcake to be a very comforting show. Like she would usually fall asleep to watching strawberry shortcake. And this is why she was not prepared for what she was about to see. The tape started off with strawberry shortcake lying in bed in this very dimly lit room. She slowly begins to sit up and looks directly at the camera. Her expression looked very fearful and she starts to repeat this phrase over and over again. She keeps saying, "Don't go to sleep, don't go to sleep, don't go to sleep." In fact, she was saying it so much that the girl thought the tape was broken and tried to fast forward it. And that's when she discovered that strawberry shortcake was saying this for 20 minutes straight. The girl couldn't figure out why she was telling the viewers to not go to bed or to not go to sleep. And then she suddenly stops mid-sentence and her eyes begin to go completely black and hollow, like two large dark circles in her face. And then the screen turns to black, and right before the movie ends, you can literally hear strawberry shortcake whisper, "If you go to sleep, it will find you." And that's literally how the tape ended. So the girl and her father returned it the next day, and that's the last time anyone ever heard of this. So super creepy. I always find like creepypastas about lost tapes of cartoons that we used to grow up with. It really freaks me out to hear about them because I used to love these shows so much. But yeah, if you have anything else to add about strawberry shortcake, anything creepy, maybe any other lost tapes, definitely comment it down below. All right guys, have an awesome rest of your day and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed those two very short videos stuck together. In the next video I'm coming out with, I'm actually going to be showing you guys the Monster High one and the Rainbow Fish book one. So that's coming very, very soon. But yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day and I will see you in my next video. Bye!